Social Security offset impact my ExxonMobil pension benefits, and how can I optimize my overall retirement income?
Okay. All right. So two questions there. I think I mentioned briefly when I kind of gave that formula, but what happens is essentially while we're working, if you're an employee, your employer pays half of your Social Security or your FICA taxes. And so what happens is they're essentially going in there, they're going to kind of claw that back. So they run that calculation, they look at your final average pay, your years of service, a multiplier, and then they subtract out a Social Security offset. So what happens is when you go in there, the assumption is they look at what your income is at ExxonMobil, look at based upon your age, they do a simple Social Security calculation to determine what that Social Security offset is going to be. I'd say 9 times out of 10, everything's pretty accurate. You just want to keep that there. Maybe really 95% of the time is probably accurate. But a couple times, if you're somebody that maybe hasn't worked at ExxonMobil your entire career, and especially if you worked in the public sector before, maybe you're a teacher or administrator or something like that, and you didn't have full contributions to Social Security, it may be beneficial to have us run your Social Security estimate and see how that matches up to the Social Security offset that ExxonMobil calculates in your estimate. And if it comes out that your Social Security is lower, then we can actually submit that to ExxonMobil and you'll get a bump in either your annuity or your lump sum. We've seen these bumps, from anywhere from, 50 to a couple $100 a month up to, $30,000, $40,000 in a lump sum. So it is important to understand that. So if you think you have something like that, give us a call to go through it, because you don't want to submit it without going through us, because you make a mistake the other side, they could actually reduce your pension a little bit as well if you're not aware of that. And I think the second question was how to optimize. Really, it goes back to that cash flow analysis I mentioned before. There's too many things to kind of look at as far as how to optimize your retirement. But again, it's going to come into, for ExxonMobil employees, the best way to pull the trigger on that pension, whether it's the annuity or the lump sum or a combination. When do you actually pull the trigger? Do you commence your benefits at retirement? Do you defer them? How do you treat your 401k? Do you do a rollover? Do you look at NUA? We go through all those different options in that cash flow analysis, and that's the best way to really dig into optimization, because everybody's unique.